Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here. Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
43-yard line.
Now a First down carry by Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. On play action, now Brady. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. There he goes left side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Chargers 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got it to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed. And sticks in his pocket.
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9.
29-yard line.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Brady now on 1st
Fucking
down. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
You ain't do shit.
At their own 26-yard line.
Fucking touchdown.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They started on the ground with Eckler. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Oh, you know that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking...
And he's taken to the ground.
Get out of here.
By the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Devin White coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 4th down and on his tie long to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taking it around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
At the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. That extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 7.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
44-yard line.
2nd and 14. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He's got Allen, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running on first down, Eckler. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
He was brought down by Levante David. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
and 7.
At the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. He spins free. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
I'm tired of this fucking game. Bruh. This shit is so fucking annoying.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in Week 4. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A.
Complete to number 13.
Keenan Allen, 79 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. James now to return it. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Here's 2nd and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He was brought down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Williams.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. The handoff, it's Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, Justin Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On the play. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley.
32-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing.
Motherfucker!
This into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Bro. This game loves your ass.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Harriman brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll throw with Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Set to kick off.
Desmond King now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go, G, get up the field.
Play action. It's Herbert.
That's what you get for trying to do that motion bullshit.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
The tackle by
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12. The give is to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Herbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's Ty Long to punt for the Chargers. yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because
wow, this nigga's on red. Get the fuck out of here.
For 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
yeah,
you take
you
points
got
when you
cold
can
on this bitch.
Not easily done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Plays too,
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it past the 20.
Get off the field.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Mike Badgley to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
28-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw it out of his head, he ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Levante David in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Michael Batchley lining up for the...
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Logan. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Complete. He finds Bray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. The final shot before half for Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Succop for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 35-yard line.
Brady going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. 3rd down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 16.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Once more, here's Eckler. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
You got to punt that. See if you won't cheat. Shit, the whatchamacallit. Bruh. You go for it and get it, cause I'm gonna cut this bitch off. Gridiron definitely don't do that shit.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it with Eckler. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It's a gain of 6.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Shooting like a motherfucker. I'm cutting this bitch off. Pause the shit. That's why I don't like that pause shit.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, And they're in punt formation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. A big pickup of 38. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Man, you better not do that bullshit.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Chargers 23.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Herbert on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
By Derwin James.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A big spot for the rookie Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 24. Michael Badgley to kick off for the
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
At the 47-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now again, right side. Logan, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Paul Richardson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 31-31. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Eckler, they run left side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. Oh, this one pushed to the right. Badgley missed it. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. First throw of overtime for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your call. Are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Buccaneers. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to